everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Boo and today I'm doing the Express Yourself CAS challenge by Soft Neko Sims over on Twitter. If you want to check out this challenge for yourself, I will link it below, but essentially there are 9 prompts with different fashion categories, and for each one I'm going to be making a different sim. I don't know if I'm going to be making videos for all of the prompts, but I'm going to try my best to complete this challenge because I've done a couple of challenges in the past before and I've been really bad at finishing them, so I'll do my best. I was inspired to do this challenge by my friend SimBexBlue, who did the cottagecore prompt over on her channel this week. So if you'd like to check that out, I'll link it in the description as well. She is amazing. Her sim turned out beautiful. So definitely go check that one out. So today I'm starting this challenge. I decided not to start with the first prompt, which was cottagecore, because I did a cottagecore video on my channel about 2 weeks ago and I just wanted to do something different. I actually randomized what prompt I was going to be starting with and I got the GYARU prompt, which I'm kind of nervous about because I'm not super familiar with this fashion. So from my understanding, GYARU essentially was very popular in Japan in the late 90s, early 2000s. I remember it being girls in Japan who did not want to conform to society standards, so instead they did the opposite, and I think the style itself is very like Western early 2000s from memory. I know that if you look up pictures of GYARU girls in Japan, you will see a lot of girls with bleached hair, quite eccentric makeup, either outfits that are way too baggy and don't fit them or way too tight and are quite revealing. And also they are quite like tanned, either fake tan or tanning beds, which was very the opposite of what Japan classed as beautiful. So with GYARU, I know there are several different subcultures. Some are more eccentric than others. I tried to do 2 different styles. I wanted to do a very like early 2000s look, and then I also wanted to do more of a what I see these days, especially in like more Western countries now. So I decided to do 2 looks. One was more natural than the other. I just want to note that when I was making this sim, I was so heavily focused on, at least for the first outfit, the like eye makeup and stuff, because I really wanted to do like the big dolly eyes with the lashes, that I totally like missed the mark on like the lipstick. And I also didn't change my sim skin tone, and I wish I made it like more tan. I ended up going back and changing it at the end, but I literally just did not even like think about it when I was making the sim. I just went with the sim that I had loaded in with in CAS. So at the end I ended up fixing it up a little bit, so just wait until then and you'll see the completed sim. But with the first outfit, like I said, I went for a very like early 2000s GYARU look. I wanted to do more of a Hime GYARU look at the start, which was quite like girly and frilly, but when I was like trying on outfits, I just had no idea like what I wanted to put her in. I felt like if I did something too girly, she was not gonna be giving GYARU. So when I found this frilly dress with like a little bow, I kind of felt like it was perfect. It was giving very early 2000s MySpace vibes, and I just wish there was like an animal print pattern because I feel like that would have been like perfect for what I was going for. But instead I ended up picking a black swatch. I really wish there was more like bright like pink swatches, but all of the other bright swatches were way too floral for what the vibe was. So I didn't end up picking those one, but I hope you like how she turned out anyway. I ended up giving her like purple eyes. I wanted it to look like she was wearing like the lolly contacts to extend her eye, and with the makeup I went quite light on it, but generally I feel like the aesthetic would be like kind of like a shimmer or like a concealer lip look, which I ended up doing back at the end but not when you see me making the sim. And for her hair, I wanted to pick like a curly look because I feel like a lot of girls in Japan have naturally straight hair, so I wanted to do like kind of like she'd curled it or permed it, and she was like ready to go out and party. So that was kind of the hair I decided to pick. And then instead of doing like a bleached blonde, I decided to go with more of like a dark blonde brown color, so it looked like maybe she had bleached her hair and then dyed over it or something. I don't know, I like the color that I picked. I think it's pretty, and that was kind of the first look I went for. I'm not sure if this GYARU look has a name or if it is just GYARU in general, because I'm just not super familiar with GYARU fashion, but this is kind of what I think of when I think of like the beginning of GYARU. I mean, I could totally be wrong, but this is kind of like the aesthetic that I imagine. And then for my second look, I decided to do a very more like low-key look, so more what teen girls would wear. So I decided to go for more of a natural GYARU look because I feel like the girls in school aren't really allowed to wear super heavy makeup. So I took out the contacts and gave her a natural eye. I also took off the crazy like heavy lashes and put on more of a natural lash. And then with her hair, I decided to give her a straight look as well. So you may be thinking, how is this GYARU if she's looking quite natural? Well, I decided to pick a uniform that is very GYARU. So her skirt is super short, she has an open collar, a loose necktie, and of course the iconic leg warmer, like big baggy socks. I feel like this outfit that I picked is super GYARU because if you went to school in Japan and you wore an outfit like this, I'm sure that it would be against the dress code. I feel like for teen girls, this was the most rebellious they were allowed to be with their school uniform. So this is what I went with. And I don't know, I think she turned out like really, really cute. I feel like this second outfit is also very trendy in like Western countries at the moment. I've seen lots of girls around my local shopping mall wearing kind of like a Japanese school uniform with leg warmers recently. So I don't know if it's like coming across into more Western countries in the last couple months or so. But I feel like I've seen this look a lot around in my local community. So it was nice to recreate it. And these are my two GYARU looks for the Express Yourself CAS prompt. I feel like this is going to be the hardest prompt and I can't believe I'm starting with it. And I'm so sorry if my Sims didn't hit the mark for you, but there are so many different subcultures in GYARU that I just really wanted to go with something like that I felt like I could pull off. So I hope you like my Sims, and if you check out the Express Yourself CAS challenge, let me know in the comments below which prompt you want me to do next. I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!